All right, some of these players jumped into their top 5, so I can go and see what I can do for them. No defensive player of the week, but Corey with Independence offensive player of the week. Nice. And we're in New Jersey, in New Brunswick. All right, let's see what players we are going to be able to potentially do something with. All right, he has 3 offers from Florida, Ole Miss, and us. Week 6 we play Wisconsin. It's crazy. That's a lower tier team. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. That's not great. Don't love this one. But I should have at least one more option. There's the clutch. So it's either the clutch or was it clocked in? Or campus personality. Okay, so I think I know which one it is, but we're gonna soft sell it. I think it's clocked in. Part of me thinks it's clocked in. We'll go with that. See what happens. Don't have enough to get him in here for a visit. He's still in his top 8. We jumped up to number 1 though. We're still 3rd here. 3rd by a lot. We'll see what happens. 1st by a decent margin here. We jumped to 8 here, so we're out of that cutoff range for now. Jumped the 1st here. Nice. We dropped the 2nd to this guy. I can throw 50 at him, or I'll just have 5 left. Let's go to these other players that are in the top 5. Oh, it's only 2 players. We're 3rd on his list. I'm only putting 10 in, and I genuinely don't have enough points, and I only have 15, so I'll put the 5 there. See if I can get more information, and we'll go from there. It's kind of all I can do until I get more information. And I can move some things around to be able to change that soft sell to a hard sell once I figure out which one it is. But we play Rutgers in New Jersey. Let's handle our handle.
A cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Hawai'i Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
Degrees in Piscataway. Oh, I thought this stadium was really close together, so whatever. Nope, that makes sense. It is in Piscataway. You just leave New Brunswick and get into Piscataway. You can see the stadium, get to the stadium, so makes sense.
So Rutgers offense will be first on the attack. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it.
Yeah, Big Ten team for now.
Impressed with the way they
want
move
it
him
now,
around.
so
They
we'll see
use
how
him.
your season
Sometimes he
goes.
blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. You got two guys covering the tight end. As a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
No forward push on this line.
Right back
There we
to
go,
the well.
King.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Crow. Quick completion on the out route. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air.
As a play caller, you'd love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The receiver on the jet sweep. Knocked
Nice.
down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. And the Scarlet Knights need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Going to the ground.
Interesting play call, but hey, I'll take it. Let's get off the field.
The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time.
Why? Thank you.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So Hawaii's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense
Ford was
up and
probably
down the
open
field and
there.
finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverage just easy for him to dive.
No idea.
He'll pick you apart like he did last
No
week.
idea. That should not have been a completion, but whatever.
Balls for this defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Freeman. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It was one
Didn't
game,
get much
1
on
yard
1st
game,
down
but
and
okay.
2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st down. And there was
Tried
lots of
it. It worked. The
space.
thing
He
popped
gets it
up,
to
so.
the 39-yard
Alright, that's
line.
exactly what was wrong. I was holding the truck stick instead of flicking it.
Down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Wasn't fast enough to truly get away, but we extended it out to get the first.
It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short
I think
game
Corey
there.
was going to be open on that play,
Now on
and I
2nd
just
down.
didn't look that way because I really didn't have time.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Big pickup on the
And
ground here.
Corey's
to keep
injured
this
somehow,
drive
some
moving
way.
and give them a
Jesus
first down.
freaking
The
Christ.
Rainbow Warriors pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is frenzied.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up. So
I held
put him in
A.
the slot, put him out wide. Either way,
I was
find
holding
this guy
A.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with
What
first and goal.
is this? First.
Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Rainbow Warriors, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Fitted in the window for the score. They get set for the point after. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
But if that was my player, he would have. They would not have hit their guy, and I'm sure that's going to add up to wear and tear.
In the red zone, and what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hey, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line.
What? Freaking wow. The sad part is it's not even like he just jumped over them. There was nothing that either one of them could do except hit him. And they both went for ball.
And the Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Grohl. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
You know what I find funny is that all my linebackers in edge rush have the same like sleeve with the brace on it. And I didn't do that. That's just how they come to the school. The sleeve with the brace on. Every single last one.
And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Already got a hand on it, it's blocked. That's a live ball in the defense.
One could get there, but it's fine.
Oh
my God.
Yeah, a lot of times
it's fine.
Load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
They'll run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal.
I guess the sliders don't matter. Touchdown.
Warriors. Quick strike through the air for the score. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
There's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again.
Auburn played closer was.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Scanning the field, it's Grohl. Gets rid of it.
Pick.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first.
Touchdown, Hawaii. A great catch and run for 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game.
That was a smart option route. He beat his man, and then he saw the safety was dropping back, just cut inside for a post, wide open. Safety couldn't get over the top. Just ran it in easy. Nobody else was over there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Michigan State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from East Lansing is worth its weight in gold to the Spartans. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Handoff to the lone back. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Now on first down from the 30. Gonna run it. It's Rivero. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Grove. Puts it out of the air. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Turns it on at midfield.
He was out back like a yard or
43-yard
two.
line after the huge pickup. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Zings it complete to the right.
Flavors
There he
got
goes.
beat.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers.
What is this guitar that they have?
Guys, who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense?
3rd down for when they're on defense, and then they just scored and put
This guy looks like the real deal.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Bruised
Looks as if we have
freaking
an
ribs.
injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes a connection. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job. Great notice for the first down.
Whew.
Complete to the right.
I don't know what happened there, but I'll take
Pushing
it.
the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Nice move to keep running.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, this defense now
Yeah,
is
I
just
can't
getting
do that,
gashed.
though,
If you're
because
the
it's
defensive
wear and
coordinator,
tear,
you
and
might now
my
wanna
running back
think
will
about
fall apart.
being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to
just
stop
couldn't get to the
this
end zone.
offense just marching down the field.
Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches.
And they will
Back-to-back catches and one for a touchdown.
They'll try to
Oh
add
my
another
gosh,
to
I
their
really
lead.
have 4 really good receivers. It's just Andy.
And they knock through the extra
doesn't really get on the field that much because the other three are just that daggone good.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. To the air, it's Grove. Caught over the middle, it's Hicks. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Just keeps swinging it. Under fire.
Way to go. Way to get there.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll be brought down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make
Way to
short
get
throws.
to the ball. Way to bat it down.
Games because of his ability after the catch. It's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They made it.
From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
Way to bounce back, kicker. Obviously, this guy already had a kick block earlier in the game.
Yeah, which you would think would have some type of effect on his
Well done.
Hawaii has it back as
composure,
they send the offense
but I
onto the
guess
field.
not.
They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum.
There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Rainbow Warriors getting
go
set
but so
on
far
first
back
and 10.
here, and y'all are still gonna do that.
Finds
So
the tight end.
go short.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Wide open downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Run it out.
And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of
2
space to
seconds
be
left.
found.
Just
Good
kick.
hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him
Thank
at the
you.
21. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half.
While, yes, that is true, it is the birthplace of college football. I will say that the birthplace of black college football happened at Johnson C. Smith University against Livingstone College.
Use the play fake, now to throw.
Ooh.
With the catch, it's Freeman.
Ooh, gotcha. Gotcha again. Ooh.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it
So
at
yeah,
the 47.
don't ever forget that college football did start at Rutgers. I think they played Princeton in their first game, in the first ever game. But black college football started at Jesus. Oh, then that's the first game. Started at Johnson C. Smith in Charlotte, North Carolina, where they played Livingstone College in the commemorative classic. Ooh.
Nice move to keep running.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the
Seriously,
line on
what
third
is that
and short,
guitar?
trying to convert here. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step
That's the
across
first
the
thing I'm gonna
sidelines
take
after making
it.
a good gain on that one.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not
Here they
much room
go
to run.
with these freaking
The last
injuries.
completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. He's got his man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line,
Bruised
and they are
hand.
threatening.
What even is that?
A 1st and 10 for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
I was literally about to say out my mouth, oh, well, Lisa didn't drop to yellow after one play, and then he stayed down long enough and it dropped the yellow.
He's got it
Touchdown.
on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. Getting set for the point after. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move
But
on to the next
they
game.
scored
Start
10
working on the next
points.
opponent. This one's over.
That's something positive. They have some big receivers. Their receivers are really
On
actually.
the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the...
Hold on, how? What size? How tall are they? He's only 5'8", but that's not who I'm talking about. He's only 5'10". He's 6'4". Yeah, that's the guy that I think caught the touchdown. He's also 6'4". He's 6'2". He's also 6. Yeah. Okay, so their first two receivers on their depth chart, they're not that big. But everybody else is 6'2" and taller.
16-yard line. Tries to do it himself on the drop. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup.
Also, I just realized, no, we did not go up in the rankings because of the one-team loss. We're just still number 2. Who is it? I guess I'll have to check that after this game. I'm not seeing anybody on the
Now a lot of work to do to move the
score
chains,
bug
keep
at
this
the
drive
bottom.
alive after that earlier sack. Rides the back on the option to give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Corrals it at the 45. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Fires to the tight
I
end.
want to Eric,
He
but
stopped just
just
a
couldn't get
chain link or
open on
two
that.
away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Rainbow Warriors have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He'll toss it. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Went back down to
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
The Rainbow Warriors are threatening in the red zone. Reads it, fires complete.
Yep.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Should have ran
So they'll
it.
send out the field goal unit. And this
I had
one
the
is
thought, and I'm like,
well, that's just piling
let me
on.
see if somebody can get open.
Just the
No, and then they had a
lead
player
just keeps
get
getting
off the
fatter,
line.
and
I
this
was
kickoff
like,
team
just
doing a little
throw it.
running.
So where I know it's going to be incomplete.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete on the right side. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The running back has it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. To the air. It's Glow. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
What was that man?
The Scarlet Knights are marching down the field. Looking for space. It's Rivero. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in
What
the
the?
middle. It's Rivero. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Absolutely center cut. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th. Comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Burr. Makes the grab. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st.
Oh my God. corner, I thought he was going to go deep because I'm like, all right,
Looking downfield on first down.
he beat his man, but then
Nice move
I don't
there.
think he has the speed to like stay away from him. So I'm like, A's open, and I see him stop. I'm like, oh, just don't let this guy
Gets the back
guarding
moving.
him, bat the ball down,
Looking to throw on
anything.
first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. All down at the
Isn't he
39-yard line.
a
But he's got
speedster?
15
He's
yards.
so slow right there. No, let's go depth chart because I can see his stats. 93 speed. He felt so slow, and 94 acceleration. Yeah, he was not moving on that
A
play.
fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Buys a little time. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long.
That's
or
why
who's
it
been on
pays
the
to have a
field,
quarterback
what
that can
personnel
run.
groups they've been. They're simply executing at a
Dual
higher
threat
level with
quarterbacks
this defense, and
have
they're
seemed
keeping
to
their foot
be
on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
best.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected
Because
in college
pure
football,
runners,
and for some,
it looks
this
like if
update
wear and
could
tear
fall
starts to
under
really
that
hit them,
category.
their
SZN
passing
rolled to
is
victory
just
today in a game
trash.
where
And then pocket
they not only
passes,
capitalized
even
on
though,
opportunities, they
like I've seen
created
pocket
them.
passes with
And that's the way
78
this
speed,
coach
which
wants
is
them to
not
play
bad at all.
every week.
Not ideal, but it's still not
Off the
bad.
play fake on first down.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two
He did
quality
nothing.
programs.
He didn't
Proof
jump.
the
He didn't try
sport
to
is
tackle
as
him. He
healthy as
did
ever.
not
Kevin,
gag
thanks a
him.
lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good
But
one there. Big
you
way
just
to
want
start
somebody
this
that's a
drive. Now
smidge
they'll
faster.
snap it from the
Plus,
39.
with them being runners, they'll have more running
Finds
abilities
his tight end.
that'll
And that
help them.
corner came in hot despite
Take
knowing
hits
that he
and
was
whatnot.
giving up some size.
I hope you can hear the air quotes.
Try to
They
make
gave
up for some of
Clemson the
that lost
number
ground
one.
on second down. From the gun, they'll
spot.
try to impose their will.
They said
He was
that,
looking
oh,
for
you
some
beat
place
them
to
one,
put
you
his foot
become
in the
number one.
ground, but
Not,
the defense was
you'll just
everywhere.
move up
He's
to
knocked
number
down
two
behind
because
the
there's a
line.
team already at number two.
Now
It's
facing
fine,
a
though.
3rd and long.
As long as I end up in that
Dropping
top
back,
4.
it's Grove. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity
get a
on
first
3rd
round
down as the
bye.
defense knocks it free and 4th
Try
down
to
is coming up.
repeat.
And the Scarlet
They
Knights
forget
send out the
I
punt
am
unit.
the defending
He's
national
going to try to
champion.
flip the field
I
with
have to
this
show
one.
them.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Ooh,
That is
good
just
catch.
Sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give on the inside. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
my
You got to
frickin'
be
freshman
aware, but you've got this game in
in.
hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They've softened them up with a run. Now throw it. He's got him. Not much running room there thanks to
Not as
this
many
senior
rushes I
defender.
thought from that
And the
side.
Rainbow Warriors line up, trying to move the sticks up 3rd and short. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout.
Oh,
We've reached
gosh. I was about to say, that is a
definitely on their side.
nasty catch, but he didn't come down.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight.
Miss.
Oh, the attempt is no good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run from the shotgun. Creates a little space. Gashing the D on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Scarlet Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's thrown. Got him downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on third and goal from the 2? They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes a man miss.
Right.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They've got it at the 36. It's a first and 10. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's second and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on third and short. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Really good speed.
That's a first down for the offense.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak.
It's 3.
Been done
It's
before.
3 now. What are you talking
And we're
about?
seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are,
93.8%.
what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big
305.
playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Said from New York, Bronx. 93% completion percentage, 6 touchdowns, 305, 63 yards for Burr. Rushing, Hoker with 36, Corey with 54, Eric Tuggle with 15, and Burr with the 33 yards and the touchdown. Jordan with 5. He's a pure runner, and I don't run him often. He has 89 speed. I should use that a bit more. Figure something out. Receiving. Boards, 8 receptions, 63 yards, 1 touchdown. Freeman, 7 receptions, 71 yards, 1 touchdown. Andy, 5 receptions, 47 yards, 1 touchdown. Eric, 4 receptions, 53 yards, 1 touchdown. Toner, 4 receptions, 50 yards, 1 touchdown. You also had Gage down here with 2 receptions for 5 yards and 1 touchdown. Yeah, the ball was really spread around. No sacks given up. Chad had 6 pancakes. And then sacks, 2.5 from Keen. Choice with 1.5 and half a sack from Lee, France, and George. Might be Jorge. Who knows? And 1 pick from Stanley Mitchell. Oh no, I just added. I'm thinking that I had advanced a week to figure that out. All right, that's fine. All right, that means there's nothing else for me to do. So, week 3. All right, we got these players dropping down to the top 8. Braden got Independence Defensive Player of the Week. And we play at Kansas. I guess this was wrong. Oh, yeah, I only have 20 points. Anybody? Yeah, I can go a week without putting points into you. Because I'm actually really kind of far behind. Oh. The other one was this one, and it was this one. We're going to hard sell Campus Personality. Actually, no. I'm going to hard sell Clutch. And see what happens. Here it is. Still only 2 players in their top 5. I really don't have any information for you. Might take him off. All right, jump the first on his list. Okay, well, I'll figure out something to do, but I'm going to call it there. Well, first, let's look at some stats. Jordan has 1,000 yards, 16 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions on 80% completion percentage. Wow. Love that. 1,021 to be exact for the yards. Rushing, Corey has 191. Hoker has 151. Bird with 41. Jordan, I've only ran it 10 times, only have 39 yards. So not bad. I'm not getting hit. I'm not really needing to run. Can just sit back and throw the ball, but you know, we'll see what happens throughout the year. Connor Freeman with 276 yards, 3 touchdowns. Board with 260, 5 touchdowns. Toner 177, 2 touchdowns. Eric with 168, 3 touchdowns. And Andy with 141 touchdown. I think Eric will do a better job of it's not even that he's doing a bad job of getting open. It's just I'm used to throwing to these two. And then the tight ends are always getting open for me. But yeah, I just need to look over his way more. Not used to being able to look at all of my receivers that throw the ball. And I can technically look at all my receivers and my tight end when Andy's on the field. So yeah, this is not a bad issue to have. I'll say that much. Only 3 sacks given up this year so far. So O-line playing extremely well. Lee with 5 sacks. Keene with 4. Choice has 2. 1.5 for both Braden and Eduardo. Then 1 for Pullard, Barry, and Webster. Then half a sack for both George and France. Interceptions at 3 from D'Angelo, Mitchell, and Zaylemon. But I'm going to call it there for now. Thank you for everybody that's been watching, supporting my videos. It means a lot. Just keep leaving the likes, comment, subscribe if you guys are really enjoying the content. There's a lot more to come. We're going to try to go back to back this year. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
We gon' always win. Promise that that's not a promise. Yeah, that is a threat. You know that I promise to bring the team commas. When the whole team win, that's when you flex. Win. And I'ma do it again. Watch me win. Then watch me do it again. Tell 'em.